me again. I've got a new toy and I'm determined to play with it. So this morning I've come down to the seafront of Portishead, or the Esplanade as it's known, for a couple of reasons. One, as I thought you might enjoy seeing the view, and two, I wanted to introduce you to another important aspect of my artistic practice. Beautiful view you can see at Portishead, the Esplanade. And the reason I've come down here today is because I want to introduce you to my campervan, Boris. Now, I know what you're thinking, but it was called Boris long before You Know Who was really a thing. But we have been debating whether we should change the name, so should we change the name? There's a question for you. Anyway, I thought I'd introduce you to Boris because ever since we've had a campervan, I have wanted to use it as a mobile studio basically. I've done a few kind of days out painting, but this time I'm determined that I really am going to do some like proper trips and go places. So I'll just show you around in here. So Frank's has come with me today, and he's sitting down there. Say hello, Franks. Oh, hello. Oh, he's such a good boy, he really is. So, it's quite a tiny space in here, as you can see, but it has everything you could need. We've got this back seat here, which turns into a double bed, and we've also got the roof that pops up, and there's another bed up there in the roof. I have a little fridge, which is very handy for food and gin and tonic and milk and stuff. And then we have a little sink there, and we have a cooker, and in here, down here, we have my trusty kettle, so you know the all-important cup of tea can be made. And we've got lots of storage space, so that's storage down there, and that's also where the gas is kept. You notice bottle of gin, not much left. Yeah, clearly need to do some restocking. And then there's more storage in there, which is really handy. And there's also kind of quite a big storage under the seat here, which I'm trying to open. That's quite a handy little area too. And this front seat here, the double one, that turns round so it can face the other way. So you've got like the two seats facing each other, which is quite nice when you're eating and stuff, and it gives it a little bit more space. I know it's amazing that turns around, but it does. Anyway, I'm just gonna kind of show you one of the issues that I have with painting in the van, and perhaps you can help me come up with some solutions. The issues is like we have this table that's like folds away. It stores just down the side of the fridge there when it's not in use. We've got this table, but it is really, I mean, it looks huge when you're kind of videoing it like this, but it's actually really tiny. And so as a kind of space to lay out my stuff and do kind of decent sized pictures, it's pretty small. So I'm thinking that I need to try to find a way to kind of attach something on top of the table to kind of make it a bit bigger and give me a bit more space. So if you've got any ideas on that, please comment. So the other kind of like slightly tricky thing with painting actually in the van is that you know, like when we're at a campsite or whatever, we can plug in and we have like electricity, like there's a socket, and I'm you know, pretty pretty wedded to my hairdryer when I'm painting, because you know the gutter and so on, that takes a while to dry, and I'm pretty impatient, and sometimes, like when I'm applying the colour as well, I kind of want to stop it running, and that the best way to do that is by using the hairdryer to kind of stop it in its tracks. So obviously, like, that's fine when I'm at a campsite, but when I'm not at a campsite and I don't have electricity, what do I do? And that's a kind of dilemma that I'm trying to work out at the moment. I've just realised I haven't showed you that if I kind of zoom in here, you can very, very nearly see my house from down here. You see these kind of two houses on the end there. Well, my house is kind of the next one along behind those trees. So, I'm not too far away from home at the moment. Anyway, it is such a beautiful day today. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of my potential mobile studio, and if you've got any suggestions as to how I can solve the problems, I'd be super grateful. Bye.